Hello, Virgo. This is Casey. I am here to do your end of July pick a card reading. So, the oracle card that I pulled for the end of month is the Rose's Kiss, and this seems to be quite a popular one this end of the month. Take a deep breath and center on the feelings of joy. Can you allow your senses to awaken and connect with your innate desire to experience all life has to offer? Pleasure is part of life. Let yourself surrender to it today. Our modern times often present a false idea of how we are meant to experience the world. Connections are lost and distorted by our over reliance on technology. Just look around and see how few people actually maintain eye contact or engage in conversation. Instead of tapping away at a screen, pause and consider how you can make more intimate contact. Connecting with nature, enjoying the sensual pleasures of sex, and or being aware of the sensations of touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound may be important right now. How do your sheets feel? Can you reach out and feel the heat and softness of your companion animal nestled next to you? Be present to another person. See them and let yourself be seen. Your five senses are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be a spiritual and intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. This is a sacred part of this gift of life. By being present to the sensual world, you invite an even deeper spiritual experience. Amazing, isn't it? Perhaps it really is time to stop and kiss the roses. Okay. So with the pick a card, I will put out two piles. Okay. I want you to pick one pile as your main pile. You are going to listen to both piles, but I will do them individually because everybody's in a different timeline. Maybe something you've completed and maybe something you still need to go through. But listen to both and the bridging energy, okay? So pile one. Okay. Pile two. I usually shuffle in between. I don't know why I didn't that time. Interesting. And the bridging cards. Okay. So for pile one, we have the Five of Wands. Hey, Judy. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Seven of Cups. We have Justice, the Four of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Okay? So there may be a lot of things up in the air in this point in time. There may be some conflict. There may be some competition. Uh, it's all up in the air at this point in time. Somebody may be a little bit stuck in their head, and they can't seem to get past this energy. But then we have another five also. Fives represent change. So things may be up in the air, but there's somebody's focused on something from the past. Okay? There are these potentials here, but everything's so up in the air, so conflicting that you can't see it at this point in time because you're focusing on this. Now, the thing is to focus on the possibilities here. These are the possibilities. These are the options that you have. These are, what can I choose? What universe? What can be better than this? Universe, what do I need to see or be? What am I not aware of in this situation? Okay. But I do show the Justice card talks about a need for balance, truth, and clarity. It could also represent a legal contract. It could be a divorce contract, it could be a car contract, a house contract, it could be a marriage contract, okay? But it's a decision being made in your favor at this point in time, but you're closed off. You're holding your cards close to your chest. You're not open to giving and receiving. You're only trying to hold on to what you already have at this point, okay? But then we have the emperor. The emperor is someone that has lots and lots of responsibility. You know, it could be a father figure, could be the father of your kids, could be somebody in your life that has kids, but somebody that has lots and lots of responsibility at this point in time, okay? Pile 2, we have the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. That's interesting. We have 3 9s in here. Okay. 9 is a completion. Okay, so the 3 of Cups represents happiness, joy, and celebration. These cool cups are full, they're overflowing with emotions, okay? And I think I feel like there's a lot of relief here because you're walking away from a situation. You're no longer carrying anybody else's burdens. You're gathering up your resources and you're walking from a situation that has just been a major burden for you. The universe is waiting for you to walk away from the situation to bring in new possibilities, new options for you, okay? Excuse me. But that's a completion also, and moving into a new energy. 9 of Pentacles is stand on your own 2 feet. You know who you are, you know what you want at this point in time. You've planted the seeds for what you want. So it's growing. Have a little bit of faith and trust, waiting for this harvest to come in, okay? It is coming. Things may, there may be some blind communication coming in also. And again, a 9, another completion, okay? This is walking away from the depression, the anxiety, the nightmares, and walking away from everything to become a much wiser person. You have learned a lot of lessons from all of this, okay? And part of those lessons may be it's time for you to love yourself, okay? Maybe it's time for you to put yourself first. Maybe it's time to focus on what you want in life rather than what everybody else tells you that you should have or that is good for you, okay? So for the bridging energy, again, we're back to the 5 of Cups. Everything's all up in the air. It could be competition, could be conflict, but you want to move toward your happiness, this joy, this celebration, okay? And in order to do that, you're going to have to take some time to go within and know who you are and what you want. Excuse me, I need to get a drink. Excuse me. But this is you going in, knowing who you are and what you want, and then going out and shining your light in the world, okay? Somebody's having problems with this. This is a major, major struggle for somebody because all of a sudden my throat is closed. Somebody's, yeah. And that's 5th chakra issues, which is expression. Expressing yourself, expressing how you're feeling, okay? But the 5 of Wands, a 5, change. This is being stuck on the past. You have so many regrets. But I want you to look at this too. Sometimes there may be a need to forgive somebody, but the forgiveness is not for them. The forgiveness is for you. It shows that you are no longer to carry this burden anymore. Okay? So there needs to be some forgiveness. You're no longer willing to carry that. But you know what? Sometimes you also need to forgive yourself. That is also carrying a burden. Okay? If you let go of this burden, I swear the universe is going to open up a new pathways for you. Okay? But you're tired, you're exhausted, you feel like you just can't take another step. But the thing is, the finish line is right here. He's one step away. Do not give up before the crossing the finish line. Do not. How many times do we step away from situation because we're tired and exhausted, feel like we're never going to accomplish it, and walk away just before we succeed? How many of us are going to look back at our lives and say, oh man, I can't believe I walked away just before I manifested that, you know? I want you to focus on your accomplishments. See all these wands behind him? Those are his accomplishments. Focus on how far you have come. Focus on your accomplishments because you do have choices and decisions. That is our gift from the universe. And one of those may be forgiveness, no longer carrying those burdens and forgiving everything, including ourselves. There's so many possibilities out there for you, you know. Stand strong. Plant the seeds for what you want. You're waiting for the harvest to be ripe so you can harvest it. But stand strong. You are strong, okay? Now, this is a person that has to win at all costs. Could be a narcissist card. This person does not care who they hurt as long as they win. It could also be you being hard on you or somebody else being hard on you, okay? But it's time to let it all go. Stand on your own 2 feet. Know that you are strong. You have learned your lessons and you are ready to move on to these new beginnings, these new choices. Whether you're going through a divorce, some kind of struggle, the decision is being made in your favor because you are leaving behind this nightmare. You are coming out much wiser on the other side. Okay? And I see you making peace. This is the strength card. You have this strength. You have this ability to tap into this strength. Do not ask for strength because if you ask for strength, the universe is going to give you challenges to find strength. What you want to do is say, thank you, universe, for my strength. Okay? Acknowledge that you have this strength and you won't go through a lot of the challenges, okay? But this is you shining love, compassion, and gentleness on the challenges, on the beast within or outside. You're no longer willing to carry these burdens. See? And you are making peace with all of that. But there's still times that you are closed off. You're not opening to giving and receiving. You're holding your cards close to your chest. You do not want anybody to know what you have. You're trying to hold on to what you already have, okay? But you need to move into that love. Do not worry about what other people think or say or do. You are the only one that lives within yourself. You are only one that knows what's true for you and what is best for you, okay? But this is moving into love and compassion for yourself. This is moving into being open and receptive. You've asked for your ship to come in. Give thanks for the ship coming in, okay? This is forward movement. This is you being open and receptive to these changes, to the ship coming in, to bringing everything that you want, to everything you desire. I think you're empowered to make these changes. You know, you're ready for all the responsibilities now. So focus on what you want rather than what you don't want. Get out of your head. Write down all the negative thoughts that you tell yourself and work on clearing those, okay? Because, you know, work on the illusions around what what people tell you that should make you happy. Because nobody lives within you. Nobody can tell you what is right or wrong for you. Only you can know that. This is working through the illusions of family programming, cultural programming, world programming, people telling us what's right and wrong. Nobody knows what's right and wrong for you except for you, okay? But this is working past those illusions and finding your own happiness. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. This is the last of the end of the month readings. Okay. Tomorrow I will go in and do the collective reading. And I am on TikTok now. I did put a collective reading out on TikTok too, if anybody uses TikTok. Okay. So that is the reading for night. Thank you for being here, Judy. So everybody have a good night and namaste.